Roughly 5,000 drivers a day use Valota Street in Redwood City as a convenient way to cut from Woodside Road to Jefferson Avenue. This 1-mile stretch of roadway has a traffic lane in each direction and a speed limit that changes midway from 25 to 30 miles per hour. Valota is a collector street, meaning its purpose is to take vehicles from quiet local streets to major arterials like Woodside Road. While it has long been a busy street, many Valota residents believe conditions have grown unsafe in recent years. The problem seems to be most pronounced at a curve in the road between Doris Court and Silver Street. For 2 years, Doris Court residents Lori Burnett and Barbara Stacy spearheaded a grassroots campaign to improve traffic safety in their neighborhood.
People drive so crazily on Valota, and on that bend they speed. It's hard to get out of Silver Street or Doris Court.
Getting out of Silver Avenue, I totally agree, because my garage is there too, and it's really hard to get left or right because you have to inch your way out almost into the full intersection of Valota to get out because there's a blind spot.
The thing is that nobody slows down. I mean, when we come out of Silver, they're coming down. You just have to sort of like, okay, I'm going.
Yeah, and make the commitment.
And hope that nobody's coming around at that speed to hit you on the side.
According to Valota residents Andrew Weiss and Maurice Lafayette, the dangers associated with cars speeding around the curve extend beyond the road itself.
My house has probably had the worst because of the curve. So I've actually had a car pushed all the way up onto my front lawn. Yeah, there's been quite a bit of accidents around here.
It totaled his stepdad's truck.
Yeah, it's been drunk driver, I think it what ended up happening, and it's just horrible. But there's been my neighbors had their truck taken out a few times, and I don't know, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's a large road, so people like to go pretty fast because they feel safe, but it's really not too safe because a lot of people will just like drive over the bumps and go into the other lane, like towards oncoming traffic.
And then just like get back over in there as they go along.
Yeah, they don't really recognize the curve as much as they should.
For Nancy Duran, living on the corner of Valota and Silver means she can hear how frequently cars cross over the raised dots that mark the traffic lanes as they drive through the curve in the road.
Every night you can hear the cars. It's supposed to be a 25-mile-per-hour zone. It is not a 25 mile an hour. There is no one that goes 25 miles an hour. And at nighttime, they speed from the saddle room or any place from Woodside Road down our street and go over the bumps, blah, 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 blah. And we hear this all night long until 3 o'clock in the morning.
But as Redwood City's Senior Transportation Coordinator Jessica Manzi explains, solving Valota Road's traffic problems was not a simple task.
One of the fundamental concerns with that location is the road curves. So the stop sign is really the best way for ensuring that cars coming off of Silver and on Valota can see each other before they decide whether it's safe to continue or not. The speed survey that we just did suggests that there's not a big speeding concern at this location, and so it's really a right-of-way issue so that the cars, when they get to an intersection, clearly understand who has the right-of-way and can see the other cars that are potentially turning through that intersection.
On January 27th, the City Council voted to install a 3-way stop at Valota and Silver. Lori and Barbara were on hand to celebrate what Lori called a victory for their neighborhood.
It's been a long process. My neighbors and I have been going to council meetings the last 2 years discussing this. I think this will solve a lot of the problems. I think it will force the cars. They're going to have to slow down because they're going to come up to a stop sign. And I think that will help tremendously. I'm really glad that they listened to us.
This is Jessica Haro reporting for the Peninsula Press, a project of the Stanford Graduate Program in Journalism.